Hello students, how are you? Hope all of you are fine. Students, in the last class we completed chapter 4, that is exponent and powers. Today we are going through a new chapter, chapter 5, that is algebraic expression. So first we will go through the main definitions and with the questions related to the definition. Let us start. See, students, you are familiar with algebra as you have studied algebra in class 6th also. So in algebraic expression, first we will go through some definitions. First is algebraic expression. We have learnt, you have already learnt in class 6, algebra is a branch of mathematics in which letters or symbols and numbers are used. The value of the letters or symbols may change according to the problem. What is algebraic expression? Algebraic expressions are formed by combining variables and constants which are usually joined by plus or minus sign. So what are constant and variable? See here, difference between constant and variables. Constant, it is a quantity that has a fixed value, and what is variable? It is a quantity that does not have a fixed value. Means value of a constant is fixed and value of a variable doesn't fix. It has one particular value. It can take various numerical values according to the word problems. For example, these numbers, counting numbers, see 3, 59, 101, minus 11, minus 76, etc. These are the fixed values. These are constant, and variables are denoted usually by letters of alphabet. As you have seen in some question, A, B, C, X, Y, L, M, N, P, Q are written. These letters, English letters of alphabets are known as variables. Now come to power of variables. See, the variable x means x power 1. Here the base is x and the power or exponent or index is 1. So the value of x is taken once. The variable x power 2 means x into x. The base is x and power is 2. So x should be multiplied by x 2 times. In general, x square is read as x squared. So these are the variables or constant. Now come to terms of an expression. What are terms? In an algebraic expression, a term is a constant, a variable, or a combination of constant and variable joined by multiplication or division sign. A term may be the product of constant and a variable. See here, this is an expression 2a square plus 5b. Here are two terms. This first term is 2a square and second term is 5b. And 2a square, first term 2a square is formed by product of 2a and a. And second term 5b is formed by the product means multiplication. When we multiply two terms, then answer is product 5 and b. Second term 5b is formed by the 2 factor 5 and b, by the product of this. And these two terms are joined by plus sign. It becomes an algebraic expression. So the parts of an expression which are first formed separately. First formed separately means this 2a square first formed by the product of 2a and then added are called the terms of expression. Now these two are the terms of expression. See, what are the factors? This definition factor. What is a factor? See here. In this expression 3p square minus 7pq, this expression consists of two terms, that is 3p square and minus 7pq. The term 3p square is a product of this term 3p square is a product of 3p and p. So we can also say that 3, p and p are the factors of the term 3p square. In this term, 3 is called the numerical factor. P and p are called the literal factor of term 3p square. Similarly, the term minus 7pq is a product of minus 7p and q, where minus 7 is the numerical factor and p and q are the literal factors. So a term is a product of its factor. How a term is formed? A term is formed by the product of its factors. Now come to next definition, that is see here, a term having only a number and no variable as its factor is called a constant term. For example, in the expression 5x plus 6, 6 is the constant term. This is an algebraic expression. In this algebraic expression, there are two terms. First term is 5x and second term is 6. See, in 6, there is no literal factor. Literal factor means letters of alphabet. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R. With 6, there is no letter. So, this 6 is the constant term. Now come to coefficient. Any factor of a term is called the coefficient of the product of remaining factors of the term. For example, in the expression minus 7pq, pay attention to this thing. It is very easy but needs some attention. Minus 7 is the coefficient of pq. We have the term minus 7pq. In this term, minus 7 is the coefficient of pq. P is the coefficient of minus 7q. Q is the coefficient of minus 7p. Means we want the coefficient, or see here, a numerical factor is called the numerical coefficient of the term. Numerical factor. What is the numerical factor? This is minus 7. This is numerical factor. It is called numerical coefficient. While a literal factor, which is a variable or a combination of variable, is called literal coefficient of the term. In the expression minus 7pq, this minus 7 is the numerical coefficient. Minus 7 is the numerical coefficient. See here. Minus 7 is numerical coefficient and minus 7 is the coefficient of PQ also. PQ is the literal coefficient. Clear? Now come to first question of exercise 5A. First and second question, because these two questions are related to this definition, that is coefficient. So first we will do first and second question. See here, write the coefficient of m in the following term. We have to write coefficient of m. Here some terms are given to us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are given 6 terms and we have to write the coefficient of m in each term. So what we will do? See here again, I am telling you p is the coefficient of minus 7q. We have to write the coefficient of this p. Then what is the remaining part? Minus 7 and q. So p is the coefficient of minus 7q. In the same way, we will do here, we have to write coefficient of m. If we remove m from here, then what is left? This 15. So coefficient of m is 15 in this term. See, next second term is 2mn. If we remove from here m, then what is left? 2n. So coefficient of m in this second term is 2n. We remove that letter for which we have to write the coefficient. Again see next term, minus 29a square m. Again we have to write coefficient of m in this term. We will remove this m. What is left? Minus 29a square. So coefficient of m in this term is minus 29a square. Again come, next term is minus m. If we remove m from here, what will we have? Minus 1. It will be considered as minus 1. So coefficient of m in this term will be minus 1. Remove m from this term, we get minus 6y. So coefficient of in this term is minus 6y. Then m. If we remove this m, what we have? It will be considered as 1. Positive 1. So coefficient of m in this term is 1. Clear? I think it should be clear all of you. Very easy, not difficult. Now come to second question. Write the numerical coefficient. We have to write the numerical coefficient of the following terms. Numerical coefficient means numerical value. First term is 11c. What is the numerical value in this term? This 11. So numerical coefficient of this term is 11. In this term, what is the numerical value? Minus 36. So numerical coefficient of this term minus 36k is minus 36. Next term is minus 11abc. So numerical coefficient of this term is minus 11. In this term, numerical coefficient is 15. In this term, no numerical value. So what we will consider here? It will be considered as 1. So numerical coefficient of this term is 1. Numerical coefficient of 5j is 5. I think it should be clear. Not difficult, very easy. Then come to question number 3. 3 is also related to this coefficient value. Question number 3 is write the literal coefficient of the following terms. Again, some terms are given to us and we have to write this time literal coefficient. Literal coefficient means these alphabets, letters of alphabets A, B, C, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. So literal coefficient of this term 13t. What is alphabet here? T. So literal coefficient of this term 13t is t. Next 4.5c. Literal coefficient of this term will be c. Here what will be literal coefficient? This t. Here h square. It will be considered minus 1 h square. So literal coefficient will be h square. In this term literal coefficient is a square c. In this term literal coefficient is s. Now come to next definition, or we can say next question. Next question is related to like term. So first we will see the definition of like terms. What are like terms? What are like terms? See, like and unlike terms. Terms having the same literal factors, that is the same variable raised to the same power, are called like terms. For example, the terms x, 2ax and minus 3ax are like terms as they have the same variable x raised to the same power 1. Students, in like terms we consider only variable and their powers. We do not consider their numerical value. As here, see, this is 1x, this is 2ax, this is minus 3ax. So what is numerical value? 1, 2, minus 3. We do not consider it. It doesn't matter. Numerical value doesn't matter in like terms. We will see only literals. See here, this is x, this is x, this is x. Here x power is 1, here also power 1, here also power 1. then it is like terms. It should be ax, not x, ax, because then literal factors will be same. See one more example. Similarly, the terms z square, 2z square and minus 2z square are like terms. Again here, if we see numerical value, this is 1, this is 2 and this is minus 2. Numerical value may be same or may not be, but we have to consider here only literal factors and their powers. Here this is z square, here also it is z square, here also it is z square. So these three are like terms as they have the same variable z raised to the power 2. Terms having different literal factors, that is different variables or different powers of the same variable, are called unlike terms. For example, y square and 2y cube are unlike terms. See here, this is y power 1, this is y power 2, this is y power 3. Here literal factors are same, but their powers are not same. So these are unlike terms. In like terms, literal factors and their powers both are same. But in unlike terms, literal factors are same but their powers are not same. Is it clear? Yes. Now come to question number 4. See, identify the like terms in the following. I have underlined the like terms with same color. First A part is P, PQ, 2P, minus QP, 4PQ. We have to choose like terms from these terms which are given. See here, this is P, this is 2P. Only these two terms are like terms because these two terms contain literal factor only P. In other terms, PQ, this is also considered as PQ, this is also PQ. So what we will do? What we will write? P and 2P are like terms, while PQ minus QP and 4PQ are like terms. These three are like terms and these two are like terms. Next part B. A minus A square minus 6A, 9A square, then again A square. See here, this is A and this is minus 6A. I told you numerical value doesn't matter in like terms. We have to see only literal factor. This is A and this is also A. So A and minus 6A are like terms. Here it is A square, it is 9A square, this is A square. What is the difference between these two A square? It is negative and it is positive. And this is 9A square. All these three contain same factor, literal factor A and same power 2. So minus A square, 9A square and A square are like terms. Now come to next part C. 7P minus 3Q, Q minus P, 5PQ. Again see here, this 7P and minus P both have same literal factor and same power 1. So 7P and minus P are like terms. This minus 3Q, Q are like terms. This 5PQ is not, doesn't match these two terms because here P and Q both are present. Now come to next question number 5 and next definition which is related to question number 5. Students, come to next definition, that is types of algebraic expression. An algebraic expression that has only one term is called a monomial. Examples: 4xy, minus 2n, 5a square b and qr are monomials. Here students, these are one term. So these expression having only one term are known as monomial. Algebraic expression having two terms are known as binomial. See, x plus y, these are two terms. Minus a plus 6, these are two terms. So these are example of binomial. Again, an algebraic expression having three terms is known as trinomial. For example, x square minus 2x minus 15, 7a minus 2b plus c. These algebraic expression are containing three terms. C. So these are the example of trinomial. Next is quadrinomial. An algebraic expression having 4 terms is known as quadrinomial. See, a plus 2b minus c plus 1 upon 2. These are 4 terms. 6p square plus 2q minus 5r plus 12. These are 4 terms. So these two expressions are example of quadrinomial. Next definition, an algebraic expression with one or more terms having positive integral powers of the variable is called a polynomial. It means monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial, all are polynomial if they have positive integral powers. Keep it in your mind, if in an algebraic expression powers are positive, all powers are positive, then it is an example of polynomial. But if it is having powers negative, then it is not a polynomial. See, a polynomial may be a monomial, binomial, trinomial or a quadrinomial. But in a polynomial, the powers of the variable cannot be negative or fractional. These powers, this is a power 1, 2p power 1, c power 1, p power 2, q power 1, all are positive powers. If powers are negative or fractional, then it is not an example of polynomial. For example, 3s plus 5 upon t square is not a polynomial as the power of t in 5 upon t square. This 5 upon t square can be written as 5 t power minus 2. So here power is negative. So 3s plus 5t 5 upon t square is not a example of polynomial because its power is negative. Now come to question number 5, which is related to this definition polynomial. Identify polynomial in the given expressions. First is 9x plus 1. It is a polynomial as the power of x in 9x is 1, which is a positive integer. Then second, 2 upon x minus 1. 2 upon x can be written as 2 power x power minus 2x power minus 1. This is x power 1. So this 2 upon x can be written as 2x power minus 1. Then this minus 1. It is not a polynomial as the power of x in 2 upon x is minus 1, which is a negative integer. Next, 1 upon b plus 3. Again this 1 upon b can be written as 1 into b power minus 1, or we can write it like this, b power minus 1 plus 3. It is not a polynomial as the power of x in 1 upon b is minus 1, which is a negative integer. Next, x minus 1 is a polynomial as the power of x is 1. This x will be considered as x power 1, which is a positive integer. Then 200, we can write this 200 as 200 into x power 0. It is also a polynomial. Next, 10b plus a minus b. It is a polynomial as the power of all the literals is positive. This is b power 1, a power 1 minus b power 1. All three powers are positive, so it is also considered as polynomial. Now come to question number 6. First we will study its definition. Okay students, in this class we stop here. You will do up to question number 5. Question number 6 we will do in next class because its definition is somewhat lengthy. I will explain it properly. So we will do question number 6 in next class. I think up to here it should be clear to all of you. Okay, thank you students. Have a nice day.